It will make your day. Defined features bashful, almost terrified. Maradona wore this expression for the rest of his life. Do you ever feel bad about yourself? If yes, take a look at the life of young Maradona. A life filled with love, access, rage, and conflict, having a successful life when everyone expected it to be a disaster. If he can, why not you, right? So in this video, we want to tell you that before you lose hope, watch Diego Maradona's childhood story. Hello everyone, and welcome to Football Players. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update on Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Neymar, or anything about the best players in the world and history. Having said that, let's get into the video. Diego Armando Maradona first saw the light of day in October 1960 while living in poverty. He was born and raised in Villa Fiorito. It was a slum on the outskirts of Buenos Aires. Houses were falling and no one was picking up trash. Maradona's surroundings were constantly filled with drugs and violence. Diego Sr. worked in a factory to help support his family, while his wife, Donna La Tota, cared for their 7 educated children. Diego was concerned about his mother's behavior. She frequently complained of having stomach aches or pains when they sat down for a meal. The agony was so severe that it prevented her from eating. That's how it appeared, at least. She had never experienced a stomach ache in her life. She only requested that we eat. The meal would come out every time. "My stomach hurts," she'd remark. It was a lie, Maradona declared. It was because there were insufficient supplies. Diego's parents also made a sacrifice by purchasing a football for their son's 3rd birthday. Week after week, he exhibited his prowess with this ball, putting on a show for the entire unit with his unequaled technique. Diego instantly realized that the outcome of this game would affect the fate of his family. Diego didn't have much of a choice. He needed to succeed to save his parents, brothers, and sisters from destitution. Talent was insufficient to do this. He needed to gather all of his willpower now. From the moment he joined Argentinos Juniors, his first football team, Diego displayed this additional something unique. Maradona was more muscular than the other kids his age when he was 8 years old. Despite this, he was still considerably shorter than them. Some of the club's managers suspected him of being a teenager with dwarfism and of being older than he was. His mother was even compelled to provide his birth certificate as proof that he was under the age of 8. Maradona had a great present now that he'd got the right to play. He was untouchable by any defender. His ability to beat any opponent was due to the skill with the ball at his feet and the strength of his legs. From the perspective of the opposing team's parents, he swiftly became public enemy number 1. They couldn't comprehend how a youngster who was so small, unusual, and destitute could outperform their children. They called him Dirty Rat, you have dark skin, and murder him. On the field, young Diego replied. He just had one goal in mind, to score a goal. Francisco Cornejo, Diego's first coach, believed that his anger made him even better. Football changed him from the inside out, making him a natural wonder. At 12 years old, you're just as competitive for a Coke as you are at 25 years old for the World Cup. Maradona's team, Argentinos Juniors, sought to make him a better player. Diego had to increase the intensity of his training sessions. His father, who woke up at 5 a.m. every morning to go to the factory, drove his son across Buenos Aires to the training site every afternoon. Diego's senior and junior years spent hours going from one bus to the next. Diego was placed in an apartment near the stadium when he reached 15 years old so that he might work out more effectively. Diego received his first wage check at that same time. He chose to buy his parents a television as a first purchase, proud of having earned this money on his own. Diego became a second father to us when he was 15 years old. He improved the quality of our daily lives. Maradona knew he needed to become one of the best if he wanted to help his parents buy a new home. He'd have to join the pro ranks to become the greatest. Donna made history by becoming the youngest player in the Argentine First Division 10 days before his 16th birthday. His name was already being sung by the people. Diego executed a stunning nutmeg a few seconds after entering the pitch. His name was sung even louder by the throng. 2 weeks after his 16th birthday, Maradona scored his first professional goal. Argentina has discovered its most promising young star. Maradona could not pass up the chance to lift his family out of poverty. He performed his best in every match, and he scored 115 goals in 167 games throughout his 5 years with the club. In 1981, he was sold for £1 million to Boca Juniors, a heavyweight team. He was vital in Boca Juniors winning the league championship the following year. Maradona was quickly drafted into Argentina's national team and allowed to participate in the 1982 World Cup. He had a lot riding on him to help his side defend their World Cup title. Maradona was unable to motivate his team to the semifinals, although he did score 2 outstanding goals in 5 games. Maradona was moved to FC Barcelona in Spain after the World Cup for a world record fee of $7.6 million. Maradona was able to maintain his focus and lead his club to win the Copa del Rey and the Spanish Super Cup in 1983. He had an outstanding 2 years with the team, scoring 38 goals in 58 games. However, off-field issues with the coaching staff and players prompted him to be sold to Napoli in Italy for a new world record price of $10.5 million. He was selected for the 1986 World Cup after captaining the Argentine national team. Maradona was the center of attention in the media and carried a great deal of responsibility as the world's best player. The World Cup became the most famous event in Maradona's career, as he single-handedly led his side to victory. Throughout the tournament, he was never substituted and appeared in practically every Argentina game. He scored 5 spectacular goals and added 5 assists, earning him the Golden Ball Award as the tournament's top player. FIFA has designated his goal against England in the quarterfinals as the goal of the century, in which he dribbled past 5 English players and covered half the field. With his incredible successes at such a young age, Maradona had already become the poster boy of football. But his success was just going to get better. He maintained his outstanding form from the World Cup with his club Napoli. He guided his side to the Serie A Italian championships in 1986-87 and 1989-90. His squad finished second in 87-88 and 88-89. Those were the most dominant years in Napoli's history, thanks to an Argentine legend named Diego Maradona. Maradona captained Argentina once more in 1990, but this time he could only get his team to the World Cup finals. You don't get carried away when you win. But if you take it slowly and confidently, you can get a long way. Maradona, Diego Armando Franco. As a result of this feat, Maradona was elevated to one of the best players of the 20th century. Along with Pelé, he was named the FIFA Player of the Century in 2000. Maradona's dominance, which lasted from 1983 until 1990, is virtually impossible to match. This is the outcome of his tireless efforts to improve and maintain his incredible gift. Because of his incredible talents and successes in football, Maradona has gone from being in a poor neighborhood to becoming one of the most popular individuals in the world. Diego's success stems from his anger, which fueled and inspired him. He'd almost made it out, but he realized he still needed to cross mountains to save his family from poverty. When you claimed that the youngsters in his neighborhood were all nasty, stupid, and useless, he became enraged. He aspired to be a representative of this marginalized group. That is why he never got ill. Even though he was hurt, he continued to play. Diego Maradona had been hurt his whole life, hurt by his background, hurt by betrayals, hurt by his frail health, and by his addiction. He was always wounded, yet he never stopped playing, and whenever Diego played, he won. The rest is in the past. While there will always be some uncertainties regarding Maradona's dark side, 2 things are clear when it comes to Diego Maradona. He loved football with all of his heart, and he never truly lost touch with his inner child, which provided him with the strength he needed to never lose hope. So what do you think now? Do you feel inspired by his story? Let us know in the comment section. You can also share some inspiring stories of your favorite player. That's it for the day, guys. We hope you enjoyed watching the video. You can appreciate it by clicking the thumbs up button, and for more upcoming videos like this, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so you will never miss updates about football stars like Cristiano, Messi, Neymar, and many more. Peace.